Today we're going to be taking a look at the Glacier cable snow tire chains on our 2022 Toyota Tundra. Of all the options you have for your Tundra, this is going to be the least aggressive chain. So there's a benefit to that, and also there's a negative to that as well. So one, it's not going to be the chain that's going to get you out of those really slippery situations, but it is going to deliver the smoothest ride. And what does that is the steel rollers right here. And then the rest of the whole entire chain is made of a low carbon steel. But a lot of the pressure whenever you're tightening these down is down on the sidewall. And that's probably the most vulnerable point of your tire. And that's why they put these little plastic pieces here, just to prevent it from puncturing the sidewall of your tire. Notice how we have plenty of room, so your rims are going to be protected, so that's nice. A lot of the other chains, whenever the snow gets a little bit higher, sometimes it'll kind of go in and maybe scratch your wheels. I just want to keep the wheels as nice as they can be for as long as possible, and these aren't going to scratch it up at all. So you can put one on this side and one on the other side, because they do come in a pack of two. They come in a carrying case, but these aren't the easiest to get back in the carrying case. So that being said, just be very careful, especially with the zipper too. You really don't want to have that zipper do all the work, because I have broken some of these off before. But once they're in there, it's a very compact case. It'll just slide underneath one of your seats in your Tundra, and you're good to go. So these are going to be light snow, but a very smooth ride. And the next thing we need to do is just show you how to install them. So stick around. First thing we want to do is make sure they're not all tangled up or anything. And there's a couple things we want to look at. One, you're going to have I call it the open side, where it kind of flaps over. And on the other side, it's a little bit more smooth. So we want this smooth side to go up against our tires, just to prevent any unnecessary damage. And then there is a lever that we're going to want to have on the outside of the tire, so we can access it easily later. Once that's done, just grab the chains and just kind of put them over there. We want to make sure they're nice and even front to back, but also side to side. The rollers kind of help with that. So get them even, kind of fold these over, and then I'll meet you around back for the first install. So once you get back here, we're going to have one side with a bunch of different studs on it. And then this side, we're kind of going to rotate this bracket. And I do suggest that you do this in your garage, because there is going to be a point that's going to be the best fit for your specific vehicle. So definitely do it in your garage instead of doing it out in the snow for the first time. But now I will meet you around front to make our second connection. Now with this, we want to take this lever out all the way, because as you can see, we want it out as far as we can. And the same thing with the back, pretty much. I can probably get to the second one, maybe the third one. I don't really think that's necessary. So once we do this, we're going to fold it back in. And then this little gap right here is going to go around the cables, just like that. We're not done yet, though. We do need to grab something else that does not come with the kit. It's a rubber tensioner. It looks like this. So it's going to be in the related parts section of the web page. So just kind of scroll down a little bit and you'll see it. And all we need to do with this is make sure the hooks are facing away from the tires. And then also just be as even as you can. So I usually start at the center on the top, go down, center on the bottom. And then we have two on each side, just like that. And then once we're done with that, what we want to do next, easiest step, just get in, roll over them a couple times, come back out, and just make sure they're still tight. And if so, we're good to go. And that's pretty much it for a look at the Glacier Chain Cable Snow Tire Chains on our 2022 Toyota Tundra.